In late 2018, many of us watched with mounting horror at what was happening at the southern border of the U.S. Hope was in short supply, but there was a growing undercurrent of information coming out about the courageous and compassionate work of the immigrant shelters in the region. In 2021, we went to see for ourselves. What we witnessed was a tremendous display of solidarity and grace, far greater than we could have imagined.
All of a sudden it was a crisis, and they called us and said, can you stand up a medical screening program? 2 children have just died in ICE custody this week, and we think everybody who walks into a shelter needs to be screened to see if they're safe and see if if they're going to be safe for others.
We're running a shelter here, and we need somebody who knows what they're doing. Could you possibly fill this need? And I didn't even think about it, really. I spent about 5 seconds, and I was like, yes, I would definitely want to come out and help you all with this situation.
The program started very, very small. We were there to set up, and 50 arrived. We didn't have a pencil, a chair, a bottle of water, a spoon, a bean, or a rice. But we made it work, and we've been at it ever since.
While they were releasing into the community, they also were reaching out to pastors in the area and asking, if they could help. And one pastor in particular said, I think we can do this better.
These people are human beings. And they are coming in, and we gotta help.
People don't leave because they want to leave. People leave because they don't have any other choice, right?
So much happens every single day, and so much of it is so heartbreaking and so beautiful at the same time, because we're working with families that have experienced some of the most horrifying things that a person could imagine.
There are families that have been through kidnapping in other countries. There are families that have lost their children in the process, crossing the river. Like, they're not coming because they want to come. It's because they have to leave. So it's, you have to meet someone, you have to speak to them to understand really what all this is about.
Once they got comfortable enough to relax, breathe, talk, by the second, maybe the third day would open up, and the stories just kept pouring out. And it made us all realize why we were doing this.
And we got the most amazing testimonials from people. They wrote to us, the doctors, and said, this is why I went into medicine, I forgot why. Or this is the thing that's given me the most joy in the last year.
Getting the opportunity to take care of other immigrant children, not only just from Mexico, but from other countries, and getting their stories and experiences and just taking care of them is a privilege.
It's mind-boggling. I don't understand how they have the strength and the resiliency to get through these very long, difficult journeys, much less by themselves. As a parent, seeing these kids go through what they've gone through, I couldn't even imagine my own kids having to go through anything like that.
I think this is a historic time, and it is a privilege to be able to be a part of it. And I think these kids and these families have the potential to change our future. They are talented, hardworking, passionate dreamers.
So we can't do this job by ourselves. We need everybody. We need from the city. We need the state help. We need, federal partner. We need everybody to help. But the thing that hits me the most when it comes down to this work is the good-hearted people that we get as volunteers. I would like to say thanks to them. Just everybody and anybody that helps.
Everything you see, every item that is here, every pencil, every grain of rice, and every bean that Sister Eileen mentioned, were donated. Everything is run on donations here. I'm so proud of Tucson.
My only hope is that we don't get tired, that we continue to be restless and impatient in doing the right thing.
We don't have to do this, okay? We were not founded as a shelter. We were not, our purpose was not to receive immigrants coming to our door. But if we don't, who does? Right? You can't close your eye and say, that's not my problem, which is what happens a lot right now, right? People say, well, that's not my issue. Well, you know what? I think it is.
And so you see, the work has to continue. The basic humanity of those attempting to enter and those struggling to assist them is on display every day, with each person doing what they can and giving as they can. This is why we ask you, do something.